I could not be more excited. The sun is out, we're in central London, we are playing Manchester United at home tomorrow. It's the biggest fixture of the season in my opinion. When I was a kid and we were rubbish, I always used to look through the fixtures and find out when we were playing Manchester United at home. It's a fixture that's always been so dear to me, and when they come to town, the place really does lift. Tomorrow, it's a night game at Stamford Bridge with us top of the league, with Manchester United coming to town. It's the stuff of dreams. I genuinely cannot wait. I'm so excited and I don't really see how life could be improved upon. There's just one issue. They're good. They're really good, and it's worrying. I mean, I think their form of late has been incredible. I think they embarrassed Manchester City last week. I think they were great. They played Swansea, I think, in February, and they lost. And since then, their form has been electric. I think Van Gaal's done a really, really good job, actually, credit where it's due. And they've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten Tottenham, they embarrassed City, like I said. So we really do need to be careful. They're a very, very strong team. And they have a player who is very, very close to our hearts. They have one matter. A player who has scored some fantastic goals in this fixture in the past, and sadly he's wearing the wrong colour shirt tomorrow in my opinion. I think he is brilliant and we really do need to be careful with him. I think he should get a brilliant reception. I would be very surprised if he didn't, because he's one of the people who played in Munich. He deserves nothing but praise from Chelsea fans, not during the 90 minutes of course. But keep him quiet and I think we should be okay. But they have just got such an electric team. They've managed to create a player out of Fellaini. I've never really seen him playing so well. He's doing really, really well at the moment, so we need to keep an eye on him. And also, the obvious, Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney's playing brilliantly. I thought he did a really, really good, selfless job actually against Manchester City. Sort of held a position, and that allowed people like Ashley Young to play around him and find space. But it was all through Rooney being really disciplined and taking one for the team basically. But keep them quiet, we should be all right. I think our major issue, our major talking point of the day, is central midfield. I was at QPR, I was in that upper tier the other day and it was good fun, but our midfield was atrocious. I think Cesc Fabregas, his performance was masked by the fact that he got the winner. It takes a huge, I'm giving him nothing but credit for that, it takes a huge amount of character to play that badly and then pop up with a last minute winner. But the performance was atrocious. Him and Matic were both appalling, and it's probably the worst I've seen them play together. So that really does need to be addressed. In my opinion, they should both play again. I think that they are too good. They're too good, and they're too important, and they're an integral part of Chelsea. They should play, but it needs to be addressed because in Michael Carrick, United have a very good player. I read that he might be injured, so hopefully he is. But if he pulls the strings, United are well capable of winning the game. Which brings us on to Oscar. Oscar also has to play, in my opinion. I think he came on against QPR and found a bit of momentum, did quite well and sort of changed the game. So he really does need to track back, look after Carrick, and hopefully make sure that United do not dominate that midfield. Because if they do, we're in trouble, because they've got players up top who can do brilliantly. Here's my team. What do you think? I think that this team will win the game, and I've optimistically put Remy up front. I think that he has to be fit. Didier Drogba has finished as a Chelsea player, I'm afraid. It's sad times, but the performance against Queen's Park Rangers was atrocious. I think that when you're being out-muscled by players like Stephen Corker, it's really not good. We know that his legs have gone, but I didn't realise his strength had gone as well. So we need Remy to play in this fixture, because Remy will score goals. That is a given. And you'll also notice that I've played Gary Cahill. I think that football should be a meritocracy, and if you play well enough, you deserve a place in the team. Gary Cahill has been playing well enough and therefore maintains his place in this team. I think it's going to be really tight. I think we're well capable of winning. I wouldn't be surprised to see us win, but I think United are on such good form, I would take a draw. A draw is a good result for us. A draw does us, well, it's exactly what we need, really. There's no major pressure going into next week's game against Arsenal, but a win would be fantastic. Therefore, I think it would be tight, but I think Chelsea are just going to shade it 2-1. So let me know your score predictions. I'm always very, very interested to hear what you think. This is the last, actually, it's slightly mournful. This is the last preview of this sort that we're going to be doing. We've got a new, improved edition next week. We're going to have guests on the show, and we will be, it's a bit lonely for me up here. So there's going to be guests, we're going to be doing it through Skype. It's going to be a very, very exciting new preview. So look out for that next week. The only other thing I can tell you with regard to Manchester United is there's a part 2 of this preview, and there is a massive, massive guest on it. It's Mr. Andy Tate, the myth, the legend that is Andy Tate. So if you want to see me talking to Andy Tate, make sure that you tune in. That will be up now. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you comment. I'm very interested to hear how you feel about this fixture. It's massive, isn't it? And we're going to win the league. So yeah, and if you're not subscribed, do it right now.